Hello, my name is Brian Canning. I'm a contributing editor with Motor Age Magazine, and today I wanted to ask you a question about your performance against your goals. And of course, this is presuming you have goals, and everything we say in today's conversation will presume that you have some sort of goals for your business and some sort of effort to get better and improve against those goals. So I guess the real question is are you improving, or are you just sucking less? And my point there is that too often in the automotive service and repair industry, I see shop owners, I see service managers who are, first of all, not really measuring their business, not really managing their business as a result of that. And the point there being is that if you can't or are not measuring your business, you have no way of managing it. And if you can't manage it, your ability to perform against goals or even develop goals is a very, very iffy proposition. So one of the most important first steps in looking at your business, if the effort is to get better, to improve, to address cash flow, profitability, sales, customer experience, any of those things, is to measure where you are today, baseline your business, and just figure out what you're doing today, and put in procedures and tools in place that allow you to measure what you're doing, and also, most importantly, measure your performance going forward. Again, referring to what I see in a lot of owners and a lot of the service managers I've talked to and have talked to over the years, is a real unawareness of how we're doing from day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year. If you're not finding ways to measure your sales, your profitability, cash flow, your customer satisfaction, things like that, your chances of surviving in a very, very competitive, very, very demanding market are very, very much diminished. A lot of times I talk to owners and service managers, and this general question: how's business? How are things going? And I get this very vague, very non-specific answer of, oh, things are going okay. I think we're doing pretty good. And the truth is, behind all that is we just don't know. We come to work every day. We work very hard. I don't know a harder working group than shop owners and service managers. Certainly a tough environment we work in, and somehow or another, in all that effort, we're not aware of how we're doing. We have general vague ideas that, hey, sales are good, or we're doing okay, but we're not aware of our profitability. We're not aware of things like our fixed cost and performance against our fixed cost. We're not aware of things like car count, average repair order, things like that allow us to, in the day-to-day, measure how we're doing, identify areas for improvement for us as owners, for our service managers, our service writers, our technicians, measuring things like productivity. In vague ways, we want to go talk to our technicians or talk to our service advisors. Hey, I need more. I've got to get better. But until we can point to the specifics of our performance, we have a very, very difficult time in setting goals and measuring progress in and among our staff. And I know for myself that if somebody that's in charge of me in a vague way tells me, hey, you got to get better, I come to work every day working hard and wanting to work hard. If you can't point to me and say, hey, I need more revenue per ticket, I need more profit, the parts profits you're making is not adequate, we need to do X, Y, Z to address that. Or if I'm a technician and somebody's coming to me in this vague way telling me, hey, we're not producing enough hours per week, produce more hours. And we haven't looked at the shop flow, we haven't looked at the car count, and just in a vague way demanding the world of our technicians with no specifics to point at. We're both missing the issue and missing the problem, and we're almost assigning blame before we really know what's going on. And if you think your technicians, your service writers and service managers don't know that you're really demonstrating that you're not aware of what's going on, try that sometime and try to come at a technician and tell him that he's not doing enough. Because I promise you're going to get a frustrated, angry response, because I promise you that the technician feels he's working hard, and probably is, may not be working in a way that is driving the production that you need for the shop. But again, that's really something that we as managers, as service managers, will impact, but only after we've established where we are, where we've set goals, and we've put in a process in place that can drive those numbers and measure those numbers, that we can map that production and improvement over time. So in today's conversation, the most important thing I would underline is, rather than just being vaguely aware of where we are, I want you to be in a position to answer that question, how's business, with very specific answers. And in that knowledge, you'll have a great ability to say, we're not there, but here's 3 things we're doing. I'm addressing productivity because my technicians weren't producing enough hours. I'm talking to my service advisors because the average repair order wasn't enough. And me as an owner, I'm addressing fixed costs because my net profit was being impacted by fixed costs that were out of control. Measuring your business gives you the ability to manage your business. Managing your business gives you the ability to address those goals, improve against where you are today, and give you some reasonable expectation of improvement, progress, and viability going into the future. Thank you very much.